Alrighty, so hi everyone. I'm Aaron, and this is Ariana, and we're going to be talking about OSINT.
Hey everyone. Ooh, you didn't there it goes. All right. So, little quick who am I? For those of you who don't know, I'm a fourth year BSMS. I'm part of the new student orientation cult. I'm WESIS's current ops lead. I'm an avid taco enjoyer. I am currently an Active Directory slave, but I am almost free. I'll be free at the end of next month. Digital forensics, I don't know, man, kind of whack. Also, Red Bull Winter Edition, please sponsor me. They're tasty.
Gonna switch. All right. Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm a fifth year BSMS. I am a government drone. Read books, bake bread. Enough said. Splunk, I think. It's good. I definitely do hard drugs in the club room. And I don't know what's going on. Alrighty, so let's jump into it. So we're gonna talk about a bunch of different stuff. We're gonna talk about what OSINT is, why it's important, and the kind of things you can look at and do with it. So to start us off,
So, a little brief overview. What is OSINT for those of you who don't know? So OSINT is essentially like collecting and analyzing any type of information that is publicly available, mostly used to produce some sort of report. Um, it's basically anything that you can find via like a simple Google search or any tool that you have at your disposal. Some key sources include, things like online content, your social media, any public database, news reports, government publications, so much more. It is mainly like online information. I don't know how many of you exist in an encyclopedia. And this does include, but not limited to, like your mom's random Facebook posts of like you starting your first day of kindergarten. That stuff can be found.
awesome. And so now, why is OSINT important? So first off, OSINT's looking at public information. As we said, what does the internet know about you? This can be, like we were saying, anything from government records to a friend or a family member posting about you during some kind of event. In addition, the goal of OSINT is to find it publicly and therefore legally. OSINT deals in freely available public information. What you have to then ask yourself is, how did that information become public? Was it an accident? Was it someone else posting about you? Was it you giving out your information on purpose or accidentally? From there, what can OSINT be used for? We, as a cybersecurity club, think about OSINT from a cyber perspective. How can we use that information to, if we're thinking from the perspective of a threat actor, phishing, perfect example. How can we use that information to gain access to something else, for example? But also, it's by no means limited to that. OSINT can be used by people like journalists or for research or just to like find people in general. Finally, data sources. What is holding your information? Where can you find it? How did it get there? Do you want it there? All of these are kind of important questions that you have to ask when dealing with OSINT, both focused on information about yourself and about whatever you're trying to find.
So next we have different types of sources that your information can basically be stored on. So as I said like before, it's mainly things that are going to be online. So including media such as news articles, blog posts, podcasts, the internet in general, containing different websites, forums, or other online databases that are completely publicly available. It includes things like your social media, your Twitter, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your whatever else that you post on with your name, your face, your picture, your company that you work for. It is all there. It includes public records, if you have any like court filings or legal documents. And then obviously the dark web, which is a spooky, scary place that no one ever wants to go to. And this information like doesn't have to just be something that you post out there. Like I said before with the Facebook example of your mom, it's pretty much if somebody wants to post something about you, you're now out there, whether you like it or not. So you can be the topic of someone else's discussion. You can be the main focal point for some promotion for some other company or some organization. You are now out there.
From here, we'll kind of touch a bit on the process. It is something that I think is important to know whether you're the one using it or people are using it against you or others. So the first thing, if you are trying to OSINT, is choose your target. Are you looking for information on a person? Are you looking for information on a business, a company, something else? Like, what do you want? What do you want to find? Do you want to find contact information? Do you want to find records of things like a salary or other financial information? Do you want to figure out who is being employed at a company? What do you want to know? From there, start with what you already know, whether that's the name of a person, the name of the business, maybe the CEO of the business, maybe you have a hometown or the location of the business's main headquarters. And then you can start simply just Googling it. We'll talk about Google dorking in a bit, but it's a technique you can use to dig out information from regular search engines. So once you do a Google search, you're starting to pull information, whether it's news articles or posts or whatever, and you can start to narrow down your search based on the details you find. For example, if you're searching up a person, maybe you found a news article about them that mentioned their hometown. Okay, cool, now you know where they live. Or I guess another good example, we go to RIT. RIT has merit pages that kind of denote all the students' accomplishments. That web page tends to also have things like where they're from, what year of school they're in, and you can use that as a starting point for your OSINT as well. From there, you can start looking for specific files. So for example, you can find PDFs or Excel spreadsheets or Word documents, things that might contain, and I guess that's more applicable to businesses, of course, but narrow down what you're trying to find. For example, if you're looking for financial information, you might want to make sure you're looking for Excel spreadsheets because those, if public, are more likely to have that information. Finally, dig deep. There's plenty of unusual information out there on the web, and as long as you know how to find it, it's there for you to use, whether it's meant to be there or not. Disclaimer, do things legally, please.
So next we have some basic OSINT tools, like stuff that's just easily accessible for you to use whenever you so need it. So more commonly, your search engine, Google dorking, like using specialized searches. You know, Aaron kind of talked about this specifically, like looking for, specifically spreadsheets, for example, if you're looking for financial information. If you go into your Google search bar and you look up a name in quotes, or you add ext PDF or your ext spreadsheet, whatever you're looking for, it will filter all of your searches for you and make your life a lot easier. And you then, so it'll also, Google spits out a gazillion different links and everything. This will get rid of a lot of the stuff that you maybe don't want to see. Next is Maltego. Maltego is basically data mining and analysis, which basically means that if you have a few items, so say you have someone's email address, you have maybe a company email, and then you have say an email for another website, you think it's owned by the same person, Maltego will basically try to help you create a web of related accounts or potential people related to your search to help you come up with different things that could link this person to 30 million different things. Other tools like Shodan, the Harvester, and Spiderfoot, they follow the same idea. They help you to find all of these different connections. Shodan obviously uses a lot for IoT devices, and then the Harvester and Spiderfoot is a lot more open source, like email, subdomains, and pretty much anything else you can use to link somebody to a certain account that you're looking for. So now some examples. Disclaimer, I had permission from this one to do what I did. Don't attempt to perform an OSINT on somebody without their permission or spread their information anywhere. Not cool, man. Make sure you ask. So help me find Aaron. So let's practice here. What do we already know about Mr. Aaron Schwager? We know his name is Aaron Schwager. We know that he's a cybersecurity student here at RIT, at least I think, unless he's an imposter. Sure. I do know he's from New Jersey. He told me that. He has some social media accounts. I follow him on Instagram. He has a Snapchat. He has a LinkedIn. So let's start searching. What can we find? So running an initial search. So as you can see, I looked up Aaron Schwager and New Jersey. So like I said before, Google Dorking. I put his name in quotation marks. I used the word and because I also wanted to include New Jersey. Putting that in quotes definitely helps to filter some of your search because it's going to make sure that those words written like that are going to appear somewhere within the document. So these first 3 links, if you can't read them, I'm sorry. It was a really big picture I will try to make small. The first thing that comes up is Burlington County Times, boy with type 1 diabetes, and then a breakthrough with type 1 diabetes advocates, and then Aaron Schwager, age 22 in Burlington, New Jersey, with a phone number. And I was like, wow, that was so funny.
A note on that one specifically. People search engines are a thing. I know we didn't really mention them, but they are one of the, for finding specific people, one of the most useful tools out there. There's a bajillion of them, but you can see this guy is True People Search. Just an example. Where are they getting this information? Some public records. So, yeah.
Correct. What is up, Kyle? Find a different one. Free ones exist.
For the stream, that was if the search engine is asking you to pay money, should I? The answer is no, don't. It is out there for free for a reason.
Correct. So anyway, let's take a look at some of these links now. So here are some great screenshots. I love Aaron, I promise. So some information that I found from just, these first 2 links that I clicked. He has type 1 diabetes. He is from Burlington, New Jersey. His address I found redacted. He asked me to. I found his possible home worth. Maybe that's his phone number. I know it's not, but maybe. I know that he's 22 years old and his birthday is in September of 2002. He's old. I see here, this might be his mom. Who knows? And then his middle name could also be Daniel. Who knows? Also, I love this picture of Aaron. Everyone take a picture of it. You need it on your phone forever. No. Anyway, moving on. So my second search, now that I had some new information, I changed it a little bit. Now I added the word Burlington, New Jersey to try and, limit some of the results that I saw. First thing that came up, I found his high school, some academy, and his young alumni reunion. That was Friday, November 25th from 4 to 6 p.m. at this random address. It was a restaurant. Then at the bottom of that page, there was a link for view attendees. Aaron Schwager, alumni, class of 2020. Pretty simple. So not only now have I found his high school that he attended, I know the name of the high school. I know a restaurant that's probably near his high school. I know a couple of his fellow alum from close years. It was really funny. I was sitting there OSINTing him, and I'm like, hey, when was the last time you talked to Ariana Clue? And he's like, how do you know her? Hilarious. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool information. So takeaways that we found. Stuff that we already started with, stuff that we already knew. His name is Aaron. He's a security student at RIT. He's from New Jersey. He has some social media accounts. Now all the new information we have. We know he's exactly from Burlington, New Jersey, with the correct address. He verified that that was correct, and I was really proud. He has type 1 diabetes. His home is actually worth almost $500,000. I'm so poor. He's also 22 years old, born September of 2002. His middle name is in fact Daniel. I misspelled his mom's name, forgive me. I put a U in there. And then I know his high school and the year he graduated. Now, this is all cool. Does anybody have a guess of how long it took me to find all that? Drew Young. 15 minutes to find all that. 2 Google searches, and I found all that information in 15 minutes or less. So, as Aaron said, some examples of how we would think about OSINTing is social engineering. That's really fast to find a lot of information. Granted, Aaron is a public figure, but some of it, if you just know where to look. You're going to tell me you're not, we're not even going to get into that right now. But yeah, so 15 minutes is all it took to find all of that extra information.
So now, think about that, and then think about if you want to do that for a business. And it's basically the same process. So, yeah.
So now, we would like to ask for a volunteer to let us do a live OSINT. Is anyone brave enough? Mark, you look so excited. Would you like us to OSINT you, Mark?
It is live.
We're actively streaming. So would you like us to OSINT you live? Okay. It's okay.
All right.
You good?
All right. So
Alrighty. So
let's.
Aaron will take the floor.
Alrighty. So let's get the Zoom thing to go away. But alrighty, Mark. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Share. Okay.
Perfect.
All right, Mark. How do you spell your name?
Oh, I was gonna see if you guys could spell it. M-A-R-C.
It's not typing. Rude.
There you go.
Rosenthal. R-O-S-E-N-T-H-A-L.
You'll find him on LinkedIn first.
Yeah.
Well, here. So I know I mentioned this earlier, but here. I'm just gonna search RIT. And all we come up with. So here's a fun little blog. So we know he was here. So now, we know you're at RIT, obviously. So I'm actually going to do. Let's go to the RIT merit pages. Oh, that's not it. There we go. All right. Now search for students. Say that again. ROS.
R-O-S-E-N-T-H-A-L.
Look at that. He's from White Plains, New York. Very, very interesting. So now, if we take this, yeah, it's being difficult. And then we go and White Plains, New York. Alrighty, what do we have here? Alrighty, so it looks like he was an athlete. What do we know about that? Oh, it's not going to let us show it. That's unfortunate. Does it have stats? So he was he did track and field. Impressive. And here, let's go. That's them. That sounds like a people search engine. Is your middle name Ian? No, that's Buffalo. It's true. No. Huh? Ah, Williamsville. That you? No. Nah, principal and founder. That's not him. Yeah, here's your LinkedIn. No, it's gonna be angry. Okay, fine. White Plains is not in quotes. That's true. That's fine. No. Alrighty. Let's take a look at what else we can find. So here, Spokio, that's a people search engine. Is Brian your dad? No?
I did see my LinkedIn.
Well, yeah, I see your LinkedIn too. We'll see. Yeah, Mark's just trying to get free advertising.
Everyone that's watching this, connect to me.
500 plus.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Anyway. So sometimes you run into the issue of there's multiple people named the same thing and you have to kind of dig through it all. That's true. It is probably because I'm using DuckDuckGo. Alrighty. He has a way up profile. looking for jobs.
That's good info.
That is good info. Let's see what else we can find. That's not him. Yeah.
Wait, that's actually. Wait, scroll up. Column A. That's actually
Oh yeah, that's definitely you.
yeah.
Son of Fran and Daniel. Let's take a look. The connection. No, November 2018. Ah, he's Jewish.
If Rosenthal couldn't help.
Yeah, no. If you could not tell from the name Rosenthal.
Yeah. All the bar mitzvahs.
Your the name is.
Oh, it was his bar mitzvah in 2018.
No, no, you can see that. Yeah.
Oh, Matthew.
Whoa.
Yeah, Matthew. Matthew Willing shared the same day as me.
Wait, what was your
That's
part?
actually really
So there you go.
interesting that you
Just here, a fun little example of some things you can find with OSINT. But I think we'll call it there.
or Sarah.
So. No, where is the presentation?
He
Here it
lost
is.
the presentation, guys.
There we go. All right. Awesome.
Thanks.
Questions, comments, concerns?
Red Bull sponsor me.
Will?
What's your question, Will? Well, if I needed a key and I didn't have one, I'd probably use a lockpicking kit.
Presentations. Congratulations.
Thank you,
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we all good? Cool. It's Izzy time.